After starting the season hot, the Wings flew into some turbulence the last two games. Saskatchewan rushed out of Philadelphia with a comfortable win. The Wings made a late push in Colorado, but the Mammoth stood tall. Now things don't get any easier as their division rivals from New England come to town with a potential MVP candidate, a dynamic scorer, and a crafty passer. Crawford is the leader of their pack. He and the Black Wolves are hungry for a fourth straight win. The Wings have the talent to once again take flight. What better time than now against the East Division leaders?
The Wings went into the West Division the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, didn't come out with much. Saskatchewan took a win here at the Wells Fargo Center on February the 22nd, and then last week on the road, it was the Colorado Mammoth eking out an 11-10 victory. The Wings almost forced overtime, but just ran out of time in that contest. That sets up a huge weekend for the Wings. And the New England Black Wolves, their main offensive threat, Callum Crawford, he leads the NLL in scoring. He's got 24 points the last 2 weeks. But last time these two teams met, Matt Rambo showed his offensive side with a sock trick against these Black Wolves. He has been on fire for the Wings the past couple of weeks as well. It's a busy day here at the Wells Fargo Center. Busy weekend for the Wings. They'll try to start things off on a winning note in their final meeting of the season against the New England Black Wolves. Hello, everyone, and welcome into NBC Sports Philadelphia's coverage of the Philadelphia Wings in the National Lacrosse League alongside former Wings captain Scott Gabrielson. I'm Brian Smith. And Scott, Matt Rambo has had a breakout season for the Wings. Last time these two teams met, he had a breakout game.
Yes, he did. He's been a scoring machine versus New England. This guy is so strong. He's so compact from the left side, and he's an unpredictable shooter. So he shoots sidearm, he shoots underhand, and he likes to get under players. He's been so strong. He's been unbelievable from outside. He knows how to use picks from inside and just gets the job done. He had 6 goals versus New England the last game and 3 prior to that. So Rambo has been on fire. He can beat Jameson in front, and he's dangerous all over the field. Look for Rambo to have a big game tonight.
These two teams have met twice so far, both in New England, an 8-7 overtime win back on January the 18th, and the Wings were able to recover with a 14-11 win against the Black Wolves. Last time they met, again up in New England, the only meeting of the series between the two teams is here tonight. Joe Resetaritz has been pretty stellar for the Black Wolves against the Wings so far.
Yes, he has. This is one of the most underrated players in the league, and Resetaritz, a really quality guy. He's been tremendous working with Crawford. He's got an incredible stick. He's a catch and release guy. Doesn't need the ball in a stick very long. He catches, fakes, and finishes, or catches and finishes acrobatic goals. He's been fantastic for the Black Wolves, and he had 4 goals last time against the Wings, so look for him to be dangerous.
And of course, Callum Crawford, the NLL's leading scorer coming into the weekend.
He is the leading scorer, probably the MVP in the National Lacrosse League right now. This guy, 6'3", 200, incredibly athletic, great feet. He's the guy that the ball starts with for New England. Stopping him will stop the New England Black Wolves. The guy's a total stud.
Crawford leading the National Lacrosse League in goals, in points, in power play goals coming into the weekend, and he has been on fire since the last time these two teams met back earlier on in February. As for the situation right now in this league, the Wings lost their last couple of games. Both New England and Georgia swept last weekend, so that has tightened things up a great deal in the standings.
Yes, it is. This is such a great rivalry right now, so important for the Eastern Division. New England sitting there at sole possession. And then the Wings go to Georgia actually tomorrow, so Georgia's 1 game ahead of them. This is a huge weekend to move forward for Philadelphia.
The top 2 teams on this list at the end of the year will get in. The third team is going to need some help, so the Wings really want to see if they can't climb those standings this weekend. These two teams have played 2 close games. They've started to develop a rivalry. We'll get the next chapter here today at the Wells Fargo Center. The NLL on BR Live and NBC Sports Philadelphia is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. We'll head downstairs where our Devin Caney is with Kevin Crowley.
Thanks, Brian. Kevin, the last time you guys won a game was against this team. How do you bounce back after 2 tough losses and win this season series today?
I think get back to the process. I think we've got away from our game a little bit, and that's been one of our focuses throughout the week in our group chats and everything, just talking about getting back to playing Wings ball.
You're pretty familiar with this team. You know this opponent. You used to play for them. Tell me, what is one key to defeating New England today?
Like I just mentioned, I think it's playing our game back to Wings ball. We have that blue-collar mentality and, outworking them on both the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball.
Thanks, Kevin. Good luck. Brian?
Thank you very much, Devin. 2 of the best goaltenders in the NLL on the field today. Doug Jamieson for the New England Black Wolves leads the league in goals against average and save percentage. Zach Higgins is 4th in both of those categories at the 9.34 and the 8.17. So a great goaltending battle on tap for us today here at the Wells Fargo Center. Your BetMGM inactive report for today. Stefan LeBlanc is a big minus for the Black Wolves today. He is injured. Nate Wade, Kevin Buchanan, and Nick Finley are all out for the Philadelphia Wings. Scott, they want to win this season series. They want to put themselves into a great position going into tomorrow in Georgia. And this is just a great opportunity for them to start here on their home floor and doing that.
Yes, it is, and they'd want to be here. They're happy to be home against New England. Totally different ball game. See some action already.
Yeah, this game just got off to a weird start. There was a illegal procedure on the opening faceoff before it looked like anybody even moved, and now we've got a delayed penalty against the Wings. So we'll see what becomes of this as Zach Higgins makes his first save of the game. And we're off to the races already here, folks, as Steph Charbonneau has a Black Wolf player in the headlock, and they are going to have to be separated, which may be a more difficult task than you would think. We are 26 seconds into this game, and it already looks like it might be a fun one, Scott.
That's for sure. We've already talked about the budding rivalry here with these two teams, and they're just getting after it right away, right after the opening bell. Here we go.
We've got a pretty good crowd on hand, and they are already on their feet as Nick Chakowski was the combatant with Steph Charbonneau right in front of the Wings net. We'll get a look at what started it here.
Little slash there. Charbonneau took on the hip, didn't take a liking to that. A little cross check to the throat, and these guys go at it.
So our officials are already earning their money today as Glenn Clark and the Black Wolves are going to get an early power play. We'll get a word here on what the infractions are.
Philadelphia number 18, New England number 22, each have 2-minute minors, dead ball fouls. Philadelphia number 46, a 5-minute major, high sticking. Field strength 5-on-4.
So you see Kyle Matisse's reaction to that, the high sticking call against the Wings captain.
Coach Paul Day not happy about that one. It looks like as Crawford was coming off the floor right on that initial face-off, Matisse got him, I guess, with the elbow. If we take a look at Coach Paul Day, Coach of the Year in 2003, I think he's a candidate for Coach of the Year in 2020, folks. He's one of the best leaders, one of the best generals behind the bench in the National Lacrosse League.
Definitely making a case for that. The Wings able to get a save on the first shot of the power play off the stick of Callum Crawford, and at the other end now, they're dispossessed, so New England will get started. This is a very good special teams squad for New England. 2nd in the league in the power play. 5th in the league on the penalty kill are the Philadelphia Wings, but they'll have their hands full today with this Black Wolves man advantage. Hopefully won't be on it too much more after this one, but a 5-minute major early on Kyle Matisse, giving New England an opportunity for the start. Another good save by Higgins, and the rebound is controlled by the Wings. They've been able so far to keep this power play quiet for the Black Wolves.
Not a good way to start the game, being on the penalty kill, but the Wings are doing it just fine. Higgins with a couple big saves early.
And if anything, maybe you're going to take advantage of the fact that the Black Wolves haven't been able to really warm up much. Here's a shorthanded opportunity and a save made by Jamieson. Rebound popped straight up, but the Wings almost able to get on the board there as Matt Rambo had the bid.
Really nice play, 3-man game, little tic-tac-toe passing. Great opportunity in front. Good save, Jamieson.
You're going to see this Black Wolves team run a lot of picks, a lot of slides, but on this power play, we're not seeing any of that right now. They're just moving it around on the perimeter, and there's the goal. They're able to beat Jack Higgins low, and it's Andrew Q with the early power play marker here for New England. They're on the board. It's 1-0.
Q, great shot up top. He's a guy that's done well between Crawford and Q in the power play. They've been deadly with their goal scoring. Q sets up from up top, just lets it rip with a left-hand sidearm shot. Beats Higgins low. Time room, release, just gets under Higgins' stick. Nice goal for Andrew Q.
14th of the year for Q. He comes into the weekend second in the league in rookie scoring, and a little bit of a connection to the Wings. He was taken with the draft pick that the Wings sent to New England in exchange for Kevin Crowley when they picked him up last year in week 4 of the season.
He's produced for New England. He's got 4 goals and 8 assists in the last 2 games, so he's a guy to watch for New England, number 42.
He's a Lehigh product, so he's close to where he played his college ball at the very least. Comes from Edmonton, but played locally, as we get a second tally on this major. And that is Jordan Durston going low on Zach Higgins. So far, New England, after a couple of saves in the early going, able to take advantage here on this power play.
Durston dangerous from that left side. Look at him, a big overhand shot, stick high, shoots low. Look how high his stick is, overhand. High shot to low. Perfect bouncer. Beautiful goal by Durston. Another power play goal for New England. Durston, 8th on the year.
So one more goal on this major, and that would end it for Kyle Matisse. We get a whistle off this face-off and another infraction coming. And this one looks like it'll be against New England.
It's going to go against Nardella, and I do want to note that this is going to be a great matchup between Baptiste and Nardella, 2 of the better face-off guys, or 2 of the best face-off guys in the league. Looks like we're going to get Nardella for a slash on Baptiste after he lost that face-off, and he's going to the box.
So the Wings now have a power play. We are playing 5-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. Baptiste, of course, is one of the biggest thorns when it comes to face-offs in this league, and that time he's able to draw the penalty. So the Wings now have an opportunity to see if they can get some goals back.
Face-off men are gladiators, but you cannot hatchet chop your opponent on a face-off.
Wings power play has fallen off a little bit in recent weeks. Didn't have a great last couple of weeks, but it's been solid for most of the year, and we get one there. As Corey Vitarelli, coming back from injury, able to get one in for the Wings on their power play. So they're on the board. It's 2-1 early goings.
Welcome back, Corey Vitarelli. What great patience for the veteran. Setting up on that left-hand side. Let's take a look at it. Great ball movement. Courier finds him far side. He sets up a couple fakes. Jamieson comes over quickly, but Vitarelli with that extra fake and reach picks that far corner. Great angle here. Watch the fake getting Jamieson up, and Vitarelli shoots around him to that far corner. Beautiful goal by Corey Vitarelli.
12th of the season for Vitarelli, who has been out the last couple of weeks with that injury. Vitarelli had 5 points against Rochester and 14 shots, and perhaps his best game of the season. And the Wings are looking for more secondary scoring. Paul Day talked about it this week, that it's kind of dried up a little bit. That's one of the keys to the game.
No doubt about it. No doubt. Vitarelli back on the scoreboard, getting some of these other guys in the scoring columns. Really important for Philadelphia's success today.
Baptiste trying to get to a loose ball and does so as the Black Wolves turned it over.
And as I just said, so keys to the games today for Philadelphia is the other guys. It's been Rambo, it's been Crowley, Hickey. Okay, it's got to be Reardon, Vitarelli, Courier. Those other guys have to put some points on the board. And then the other key is Higgins. Higgins needs to get back to form, making the saves. He was the #1 goalie in the National Lacrosse League just a couple games ago, so they need him back to form. And so far, so good.
Violation against New England gives the Wings the ball back as Brett Hickey will get the offense going. Rambo down to Vitarelli and back to Rambo in the corner. Rambo looking, trying to find some space. Now he'll get some. Rambo still sashaying around, got the shot away, and a save made by Doug Jamieson. They'll battle in the corner for it. Wings are going to pull it away. This is Josh Courier behind the net. Courier will swing it back out up top.
New 30-second shot clock. Great ground ball by Courier, mucking it up in the corner.
Here's Courier looking for a lane. He'll dish it off, but it was out of the reach of its intended recipient. Bounces off to Matt Rambo with 9 to shoot. Rather, that's Blaze Reardon. Knocked out of his stick, though, and it'll be picked up by Jamison. New England will head up the floor.
How about the keys to New England Black Wolves? They have to adjust to a big floor here in Philadelphia. It's a standard NHL-sized rink, where at New England, it's far shorter. What that means is that transition needs to pick up, and then Doug Jamison needs to be solid as the #1 goalie in the net. This is a guy that's 280 pounds, so he needs to be big in the net, which he is, but he needs to stop some shots just as well.
Higgins kept out the dunk attempt from Callum Crawford, and the Wings able to grab that loose ball, head the other way with it. So down early, 2-1. They had a 5-minute major on Kyle Matisse in the opening seconds of the game. New England scored twice. Wings have one back, though. Corey Vitarelli, a power play goal, and now a shot just wide of the net. As Vitarelli tried to get it going again, and it's an over and back violation, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 2-1 is our score. Black Wolves with the lead. 2-1 our score. Black Wolves with over the Wings here at the Wells Fargo Center. It is Kids Run the Show Day here at the Wells Fargo Center with the Wings, and we had a very special interview with Arden talking with Kevin Buchanan a little bit earlier.
What does it take for the Wings to win today?
Yeah, that's a really great question. After a couple tough games that we've had, especially after a tough loss in Colorado, I think we need to be pretty generic in just making sure that we bring the energy and hard work.
And what do you like to do with your own kids?
What do I like to do with my own kids? That's a loaded question, but I like it. I like to do a lot of things. Typically, it's on their agenda, and it's what they want to do. But we like to do a lot of sports. So we like to play lacrosse, we like to play hockey, we like to do surfing, all different types of things.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Arden. We come back to a New England goal. A great save by Zach Higgins on the first bid, but Joe Resetaritz is able to get the rebound and tuck it home to make it 3-1.
Well, you're not going to keep Resetaritz off the board. We talked about him in the open. Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, number 15 for New England. Nice rebound, catch and release, acrobatic shot, toes outside of the crease. Look at it. Looks like he fakes to the far side. Dumps it to the near side. Really nice goal by Joe Resetaritz.
It doesn't look like it should be physically possible. Resetaritz with his 24th goal of the year. He's going to his right, moves the stick back to the left, somehow gets that shot away. That is some impressive work there from Joe Resetaritz.
Yep, opportunistic goal. Higgins made the save. Uncharacteristic for him. It popped out. Resetaritz scooped it up, put it right in. Nice face-off right here by Baptiste.
Baptiste waited out Joe Nardella and drew the whistle, and now the Wings will have the ball. Down by 2, 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Huge weekend for the Philadelphia Wings as Kyle Matisse, back from the 5-minute major, skips it over to Matt Rambo, dumps it off to Reardon, moving in, save made by Jamison, and he'll pick it up and send it out.
We talked about Jamison already. This is a big man. He's 6'3", 285 pounds. He fills up a lot of the net. The Wings are going to have to move him a little bit with some fakes before they can finish their shots.
And we're going to get an illegal cross-check here against the New England Black Wolves. There was a screen and then an infraction, so another power play coming up here for Philadelphia as Liam Patton was able to draw that penalty.
That's a tough penalty right there to take for New England. On the offensive end, they're called for a cross-check.
Our crew chief today is Ian Garrison. Kyle Kropman and Ryan Dutkus are also out there. Luke Franken running the shot clock tonight. It will be a busy game for those guys, it seems, based on the early going. So the Wings on the power play. Hickey with a shot. That was stopped by Jamison. Wings will get that back. They'll work it around. It's Corey Vitarelli to the right of the net. Feeds it out to Rambo. That shot was wide. Long rebound. Rambo is there. He'll pull it in. Under duress, Rambo able to get it off to Josh Courier. Back out to Crowley, the former Black Wolf, puts it to Rambo, down low for Vitarelli, his shot wide. New England will get to that loose ball.
Good slide on defense. Colton Wilkinson taking it up.
Q will burn some time. Minute 7 left on the power play. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll get an opportunity here as Durston with a nice behind-the-back shot that whistled wide. And Steph Charbonneau will get to that loose ball. Moves it ahead for Ryan Wagner. Wagner leaves it off for the captain, Kyle Matisse, who will get set up on the power play. It has 46 seconds left in it. Crowley holding, back to Matisse. They'll work it around. Rambo, Vitarelli far side. And they lose the handle. Vitarelli tried to skip pass. It was intercepted. Odd numbers the other way for New England if they hurry. Wings able to recover off the bench. But here's a shot away from Johnston. It's blocked down in front, and it'll be picked up by Charbonneau.
Charbonneau playing a little goalie there. Catches that shot out of the air and pushes it up the floor for Philadelphia.
18 seconds left on the power play. One more opportunity. Crowley tries to sneak one in. That was wide. Long rebound controlled by Rambo. Back to Crowley. 12 on the shot clock. Worked out in front. That one's knocked aside by Jamison. Wings get it back with a fresh 30. Time expires on the power play. O'Connor's out of the box. Here's Hickey. Shot stopped by Jamison. Got a piece. Hickey gets it back in the corner. Hickey looking for room to maneuver. Right side, another shot stopped by Jamison. And he will scoop that up as Vitarelli had the bid, but Jamison looking sharp in the early going.
Yes, he is. You're looking at the #1 goalie in the league right now. He's just absorbing rubber right there for New England.
9-8 your shots on goal in favor of New England in the early going. They had the 5-minute major to start the game. Here's Joe Resetaritz surveying the situation. Now he's going to fire. That was partially blocked off the stick. Great defense by Philadelphia. Loose ball rolls out in front. O'Connor got to it, but the shot clock expired before he could get it off. Quickly going the other way is Isaiah Davis-Allen. Off the bench, it's Matisse. Got the shot away. That was just wide. Long rebound picked up by New England. They have numbers. It's 3-on-1. Black Wolves moving in. Shot save made by Higgins. It was a crease violation anyway. What a great save by Zach Higgins.
Very good save by Higgins. Man on top of him. Nice little pick for the offensive leader of the Black Wolves. Getting in the way of the defender in the crease. Wouldn't have been a goal anyway. But great spread save by Higgins.
And this is going to be a penalty as Crowley went down. Delayed call coming up here against New England. Another minor coming up against the Black Wolves. Here's a shot, bounces wide of the net. Rebound out to Matisse. He'll fire one as the shot clock expires, but we get the whistle. And this is going to be a tripping call on New England as Glenn Clark is not happy.
Let's take a look at it. Hard pick there. Nardella coming in with the slide. Getting that leg up and in there and takes him down. He's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
So another power play coming up here for Philadelphia. They have not scored yet on their first two, but we've had a very interesting opening quarter so far. It's going to be a two-man advantage. There is a second Black Wolf in the box. It is a bench minor, perhaps on the opinions of the head coach Glenn Clark, but regardless, the Wings are up 2 men here, although New England's got possession and going to burn some time. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3-1 Black Wolves with the lead. They got 2 goals early on a 5-minute major called against Kyle Matisse as a dunk attempt there is thwarted by Higgins. And here come the Wings up the floor. Huge opportunity here to get one back, maybe 2.
You're going to see the Wings just in a 4-quarter set. Matisse is going to stay up high, trying to spread the floor.
Overhead shot turned away off the stick of Rambo, and Jamison able to push that out to his defense. Wings almost got it back, but New England able to recover. And again, we'll have the opportunity to kill some time here as Adam Bomberry will hold on to things. 13 to shoot. Wings have a player back down at the other end of the floor, so they're defending this. And we have another penalty coming up, another delayed call, and this looks like it's going to be on Philadelphia. Jamison trotting to the bench as Bomberry continues to just kill time before the Wings are able to get possession and the whistle blows. Bomberry actually left that scrum with a Wings stick. We'll find out what's going on when we get back here to the Wells Fargo Center.
Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center, where the New England Black Wolves lead the Philadelphia Wings 3-1, and joined now by Wings head coach Paul Day. Coach, you just seem pretty fired up in the break. Tell me what's going on.
We can only control what we control. So, I mean, power play, we're not capitalizing on ours. They have on theirs. Dispute about if that's even a penalty, I don't know. But just got to control what we can control.
This game got off to a pretty interesting start with a fight and a penalty and then 2 goals for New England. What do you guys need to do to get back on track?
We got to score on the power play, really. We've had a lot of opportunities, so we got 1 goal in our 4 power plays, so we got to get much better on the power play.
Thanks, Coach. Brian?
Thank you, Devin. Steph Charbonneau is in the box for unsportsmanlike conduct, so the Wings are still up a man, but both of the New England penalties are going to expire in 30 seconds, so New England will go directly to the power play from this situation that we are in right now, which is 4-on-3 in favor of the Wings. But New England with possession right now as it's Riley O'Connor. Goes back door, and that one's stopped by Higgins. Quick opportunity here for Philadelphia. 14 seconds left on the power play. Here's Brett Hickey. Comes around the man at the top, and now he's going to just back off. Patton and Wagner will go to the bench. 3 seconds left on the power play, so now 2 men come out for New England, and the Wings now on the penalty kill directly with minute 11 left to go on the Charbonneau penalty. Here's Hickey. Big shot up high is stopped by Jamieson, and the loose ball picked up by New England. Couple of power play goals already for the Black Wolves, looking for more as they bring it up the field. They'll get the offense set up as Andrew Q will wait for his reinforcements to come out on the floor.
Never good to be on the disadvantage on the power play with 2 of your better shooters in Crawford and Q coming in on top of the man advantage.
Wings defend Crawford well there on that opportunity as he faked low, tried to go high. Wings said no, and Wagner now will spin it up the floor. Wings have held Callum Crawford in check relatively well over the 2 games they've played so far, compared to what he's done to some of the other teams, especially in the last 3 weeks. Here's Matt Rambo working it on the right side. Off to Josh Courier. Courier gets around to check. He'll dump it into the corner as the shot clock is going to expire. He got it back and got a nice shot away. Wings looked like they were abandoning that ball, but they get an opportunity. Now New England will come in as Charbonneau steps out of the box, and the penalty time is over. We're back to full strength at the moment anyway, with 1:44 left to go here in the first quarter. It's been very interesting so far. O'Connor, an over-the-head shot, stopped, got his own rebound, moves in and puts it home. Great effort there by Riley O'Connor with the initial shot bid, and then he was just able to cut through the Wings defense and get it back. It's 4-1.
Higgins makes the saves, but it comes off his pad really fast. And O'Connor's just there to catch it on the rebound. Come in, fake, finish. Let's see the shot. Comes off the shaft of Higgins' stick. And then a couple fake finishes right in front. O'Connor sets him up to the left and finishes to the right. Great play by O'Connor, getting in front, finishing it off.
19th of the year for Riley O'Connor. He had a sock trick this year. Back on the 27th against New York, 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points. The Black Wolves scored 21 goals in that game. That's a season high for the entire league.
Yeah, and he talked about Crawford too. He's had 16 points in the last couple games, but 2 games ago he had 4 goals and 8 assists for 12 points in a game alone. So got to keep watching number 98.
Here's a turnover. Wings coming out quickly the other way. They've got to step on the defense. It's Liam Burns. He scores! Great transition goal for the Philadelphia Wings, and Liam Burns gives his team some momentum. It's 4-2.
The defender, double nickels right here, 55. Look at it. Isaiah Davis-Allen, IDA with the assist. Look at Burns, sets him up high, finishes that near pipe stick side. Great goal for the defender. Burns, 55, high stick, jams it to that left-hand pipe. Big goal for Philadelphia.
Second of the year for Liam Burns, and that's exactly what the Wings needed right now to try to get some momentum going back their way. Still down by 2, but That kind of goal can really change a game, at least in the short term.
No doubt. We talked about it. It's the other guys. Anytime you can get a goal from one of the other guys, that makes such a huge difference. The Wings are already on the disadvantage with so many penalties and putting the Black Wolves on the power play that they have a deficit they're trying to make up for.
They're doing everything they can to disrupt passes. Watch all the action from around the National Lacrosse League this season on VR Live. Choose an annual, monthly, or per game pass. For more information, visit NLL.com/VR Live. Battle for the loose ball behind the net. New England will just kick it into the crease, and they'll be able to pick it up from there. Black Wolves having trouble catching balls right now. Brett Manny, the former wing, able to corral that one and give it off to Callum Crawford, but a couple of situations here where the Philadelphia Wings have done a very good job of disrupting the Black Wolves offense as we're in the final seconds of this first quarter. Black Wolves playing for a final opportunity.
Pulled the goalie 6-on-5 right here. Extra offensive player for New England.
O'Connor tried to dump it into the middle there, but it was out of the reach of its intended recipient. And we got a whistle. And what do we have here? We might have an illegal substitution against the New England Black Wolves. Just as the horn was about to sound, there was 1.3 seconds on the clock. Glenn Clark pleading his case, but we might have a late penalty here on New England as they'll sort this out. They're going to put some time back on the clock. This quarter not quite over yet. The Wings are not going to have a lot of time to work with, but 2.3 seconds is up. They're going to make Kevin Crowley go behind the restraining line as Zach Higgins has gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Crowley's going to throw one as far as he can. It made it to the net. It was deflected on the way in, but it did not find the back of the net. So no penalty called, but the Wings did get that final opportunity, and they're going to probably take some momentum into the second quarter. Down 4-2, though, to the New England Black Wolves here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Four to 2, New England with the lead over the Philadelphia Wings after one quarter here at the Wells Fargo Center. Hey, Wings fans, catch our next telecast. It comes up Sunday, March 15th against the New York Riptide. Coverage begins at 7 over on NBC Sports Philadelphia and on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com. Well, it's been a very interesting first quarter here, Scott, and Doug Jamieson has been a thorn in the Wings' side through the first 15 minutes.
Yes, he has. Well, you want to know what the #1 goaltender in the National Lacrosse League looks like? Well, it's this guy right here. It's Doug Jamieson, 6'3", 285 pounds. Look at all the net he fills up. Just not making a lot of moves, but just athletic. This guy was a face-off man years ago, and now he's one of the top goaltenders. He is the top goaltender in the league. Look at these saves he's making. There's not much net to see there, folks. Trying to get around big Doug Jamieson, leading the league in save percentage at the top there, .824.
In the win on January the 18th against the Wings, Doug Jamieson kept the Wings off the board for 21 minutes in the second half of that game, and that's pretty much what caused the overtime that New England ended up winning on the goal by Callum Crawford. They are trying to win the season series here today. This is the final regular season game between these two teams. There could be playoff matchups between these two clubs in the future. We'll see how it goes. But the Wings are trying to control their own destiny this weekend. They've got New England today, Georgia tomorrow on the road. Both divisional opponents, both right now technically ahead of the Wings. And so this could not be a bigger weekend for this club. Would love to start it out on a winning note here at home before heading down to suburban Atlanta for that tilt tomorrow. New England starting with possession is Ressa Terrence, works it on the left wing. Ressa Terrence trying to find a man going to the back post. That was O'Connor, but it was out of reach, and the Wings able to pick it up. Looking for the quick break, perhaps. Jokum is down the floor, but Isaiah Davis-Allen is going to hold on to it. And the Wings will get their offense set up. Kevin Crowley brings it around up top. Got the shot away, but it was deflected, and Jamieson will get to that one off the boards. Moves it ahead to Brett Manny. Manny, the veteran, in transition. Got around a man. Couldn't get around the second one, though. And he'll work it back out, and LaFontaine is going to hold it here. He'll leave it off to Crawford off the bench.
Smart play by Manny, the captain for the New England Black Wolves, a Philly guy. This was almost a home game for him. He's got 30 fans in the crowd. Holy Ghost prep kid. Great player, Brett Manning.
Great job by the Wings to break that up, and now in transition, they've got one! Kyle Matisse off the bench, able to dump one home, and the Wings are within one. It's 4-3.
Well, we talk about one captain of the Black Wolves going to the other captain for the Wings. Look at this play, great outlet up to Reardon. Reardon finds a streaking Matisse coming out of that front door, catches it on the fly. Look, it gets right behind all those Black Wolves defenders, sets up Jamison high, finishes low. Great goal by the captain, a great outlet pass by Higgins to make that happen.
12th goal of the year for Matisse. Higgins is going to get his 5th assist of the season on that pass. And the Wings will try to get the ball back here as there's another standoff in the dot. It rolls free, though, and is in feet. Still down there. Finally rolls out to Jokum, and he'll step away with it. Great effort there by Trevor Baptiste and the rest of the team to finally pull that one out. Wings with an opportunity to tie here early in the second quarter, down 4-3. It's Matt Rambo spinning off a man. Rambo with the shot, goes wide. Bounces right to the feet of Corey Vitarelli, and he steps on the line. He's in the crease. It'll be New England's ball. Vitarelli had his back to the crease. Not sure he really knew where that was. Unfortunate, but the Wings will get back out on defense, try to slow this New England attack. Here's Resetarits off the bench, bounces off a man, works it down to Crawford. That's another ball that Crawford unable to catch cleanly here in the early going. And the Wings able to get to that one. Ryan Wagner feeds Matisse off the bench. He had Reardon going backdoor, but couldn't complete the pass. New England quickly the other way. LaFontaine down the left side in transition. And now he's just going to work it back out. And Chakowski will hand off and leave on the change. Here's Resetarits. Right side O'Connor. Continuing around. It's Q with the shot. That one was stopped by Higgins. Wings quickly out the other way. Matisse hits the restraining line. Rather, that's Burns. He'll dish it off to Josh Courier off the bench. Here's Courier. Shooting save made. Jamison, no rebound. Back and forth action here. Both teams with opportunities. The goaltenders are very sharp here at the start of the second quarter. Wings down by one, 4-3. Here's Callum Crawford. Sneaks one in on net, but it was wide. Rebound controlled by the Black Wolves. Resetarits off to the right side. 11 to shoot. They score. Jordan Thurston from the right wing sneaks one through. And the Black Wolves restore the 2-goal lead at 5-3.
What ball movement. Look at the way these guys are slinging this ball around. 2 cross floor passes, almost shots to one side to the other. And then all of a sudden Thurston's down low left. Resetarits finds him down there for a catch and release. Resetarits all the way across with 2 men on Thurston. He just sets up and beats Higgins to that near pipe. Overhand shot, almost falling back on his feet, just gets under that left arm of Higgins for a big goal and another 2-goal cushion for New England.
Second goal of the game for Thurston. He's not known for his scoring, but he's got a good one going here. A goal and 3 assists, 4 points against the Wings so far this year. He's got half of that already in this 5-3 advantage now for the New England Black Wolves. Wings win the face-off, and they'll get set back up. As here comes Crowley off the bench, off to Reardon, now to Matt Rambo. Rambo gets the shot off, save made by Jamison, and no rebound again. We've got a penalty coming up. Whistle right off the save by Jamison, so I believe it's going to be on New England. Their door is open. Wings have another power play opportunity coming up.
Let's look at it. Glenn Clark, former player, another great coach in this league, not happy about it. Look at the cross check up into the neck. Oh, here's the late slide. Bomberry.
Yeah, it's the
coming in.
Check from behind is the call, and you saw them coming in from behind and got that blind side hit on. So the Wings with another power play opportunity, not successful so far. See what they can do here. Crowley off to Rambo with some space. He scores! Matt Rambo on the power play gets the Wings going. It's 5-4.
There he is, Rambo. Wings with their own crossfield passing. Crowley to Rambo from outside. Big left-hand shot. Rambo bangs that lower left-hand corner, lower right-hand corner, just under that left arm and elbow glove of Jamison. Oh, gets him 5-hole actually. Nice shot from Rambo.
That's one of these Kids Day winners, the drawing contests that are featured on the board. Matt Rambo featured on one of them, and he is looking for more here as he had the 6-goal game against New England in the last meeting between these two teams. Led the Wings to a 14-11 win. Gets his first tonight on that power play, and the Wings win the draw again and are looking to tie it up as Blaze Reardon works it around to the right side. Here's a shot and a save made by Jamison off the stick of Brett Hickey. And the Black Wolves just throw it clear out of the rink, so the Wings are going to get the ball in the offensive end. They will take over in the corner. Corey Vitarelli has possession. Here's Rambo with it. Rambo looking around, comes up high. Off to Kevin Crowley. Crowley tried to tuck it around Bomberry. That pass off the mark. It's loose at the moment. Now the Black Wolves pull it in. And Rambo able to force a loose ball there, but New England able to pick that up and get it out. LaFontaine will just work this around, and they'll get the offense out now, will the Black Wolves. They swept last weekend, won 3 in a row since the Wings beat them in the last meeting. Here's Crawford holding, shooting, save made by Higgins. Long bounce, too many men on the floor right now for the Black Wolves, and they get caught. Wings are going to get another power play.
Glenn Clark's not happy with that, very sloppy. Illegal substitution, you see that ball coming out, it just went right in front of the box, but look at this save by Higgins.
Wings on the power play when we come back to the Wells Fargo Center.
Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center, where the New England Black Wolves lead the Philadelphia Wings 5-4. I'm joined now by Black Wolves head coach Glenn Clark. Coach, you just seemed a little bit upset with that penalty you guys got. Tell me what happened.
You know what, it was actually a tough play. We had a guy, we got caught in transition on that, and you know, 2 guys making the right decision. It was just bad timing on the call.
Last time you guys played Philly, they got a hot start. You got a hot start this game. How do you guys hold on to the lead?
You know what, this is the game we expected. I mean, these are 2 well-matched teams, and we know it's going to be sort of, you know, one of these back and forth games, and you got to stay consistent. You can't get loose or they'll run away from you. So we just have to continue executing, not get too excited, and see where we're at in the last 5 minutes.
Thanks, Coach. Ryan?
Thank you, Devin. Wings getting underway on the power play after that bench minor against the Black Wolves. Dive attempt there, though, was stopped by Jamison, so the Black Wolves able to get to that loose ball, and they'll kill some time. Minute 33 left to go on the power play. 19 left on the shot clock.
And Coach Clark knows that. Last time these teams played back in January, it was an overtime thriller where the Black Wolves stole one from Philadelphia, 8-7. And if you recall, it was a controversial play because no overhead camera look, remember, by Crawford for the game-winning goal.
So the Wings trying to atone for that loss. And again, it's a very tight East Division standings right now with the Wings and these Black Wolves in the Georgia Swarm, who the Wings play tomorrow. A couple of behind-the-back passes, get finally to Courier behind the boards. He'll dunk it up! Oh, almost had that one by Jamison. They do get a fresh 30, and the ball is loose in front of the Wings net. It'll finally be picked up by Crowley.
That shot looked like it went off the crossbar. Courier's dangerous from behind the net.
Wings moving around, intercepted though nicely by LaFontaine, and he moves it ahead. Here's Malcolm, one-on-one. Anthony Malcolm shoots, great save, Higgins. And the Wings able to pull that away from Malcolm as he got a tremendous shot away.
Yes, he did. Look at Courier come from behind, tries to dunk it. It does go off the pipe. What a great effort. And then let's look at this save by Higgins. Nice play by Malcolm to go from left, spin back to his right, shot, save.
Here's Matisse with a shot, save made, and pulled in by Jamison. There was a rebound, but it didn't get out of the crease. Penalty time winding down and now over for the Black Wolves, so they're able to thwart the Wings on the power play again. Paul Day talked about it. Wings got to take advantage of these opportunities. They've just got one so far. He'd wish for a couple more. Here's another one for the Black Wolves as Q goes over the top, perhaps through some traffic, and it gets by Higgins. And so New England coming right off of the penalty kill, able to go back up by 2. It's 6-4.
Q with an outside shot. Look, 3 defenders on Crawford. Q's kind of outside by himself, takes that shot from outside. Again, 1-2. Look at all the attention. Crawford gets Q. Lefty shot high to low. Big goal by 42.
And Liam Patton was there. He almost got in front of that, but Q gets his 15th of the year and second today. Great weekend last weekend, including a 7-point game against Halifax, which was the top team in the league heading into play last week before they got dethroned by a couple of teams, including these Black Wolves. Wings able to control another face-off, and they'll get set up on the offensive end. It's Matt Rambo holding and shooting. Save Jamison. Lost track of that for just a moment, but able to pull it in. So far, it's been Doug Jamison holding the fort for these Black Wolves. Here's Crawford. Feeds it off the bench to Q. Bounces one wide. New England controls the rebound. It's O'Connor trying to spin away from Liam Burns. Now off to Resetaritz and to Crawford. Crawford gets around a pick by Q. Whistles a shot wide. Shot clock violation. Wings play that well. They give a couple of second chances to the Black Wolves, but finally able to take over. Steph Charbonneau's got it at midfield. He's waiting for a change, and now the Wings will finally complete it. And now here's Courier. Works it off for Vitarelli. Spins away from a man. Vitarelli going down low with it. Vitarelli feeds up high. Matisse, a shot wide. Hickey gets the rebound with 5 to shoot. Here's Hickey. Down for Reardon. Gets one away. That one also wide. Put back toward the net. And finally, the shot clock goes off. Wings thought that they'd gotten that one on goal, but not the case. And New England will take over.
Good ball movement, better defense.
Under 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Right now, the difference in this game are 2 goals that New England scored during a 5-minute major at the very beginning of the game, and now we got another penalty coming up against Philadelphia. Here is Crawford with it. Shoots on Higgins, save made. Rebound will be controlled by the Wings, and we will get the whistle. It's going to be Liam Patton going to the box. Get a look what happened.
Take a look at Patton here.
A little bit unlucky for Patton, as I think O'Connor was stepping away from him as the stick landed from behind. If he had been a little bit more posted up, if you will, I'm not sure he would have fallen down, but he did, and there's the penalty.
A lot of normal back and forth right there on defense. Those are the kind of checks you take, that lower back. You're trying to get on that hip of the offensive player to take him to his knees. Patton did that, but he's going to the box because of it.
Second-ranked power play in the league at work here for New England. Here's Resetaritz, puts it right side, shot wide of the net, and Crawford will get to the loose ball. Crawford out to Resetaritz. They'll work it around. Resetaritz gets the pass back now to Crawford. Shot blocked right off the stick. Wings doing just a great job on Callum Crawford to this point. Now Resetaritz, big shot, save made Higgins. Loose ball on the floor. Finally pulled free by Philadelphia. Anthony Jokum with a great effort to get that one up. And now Jokum in a little bit of trouble, finally gets out of it. 21 seconds, plenty of time to shoot. And now the Wings will get set up and kill a little more time off this power play that has 1:10 left to go on it.
Good penalty kill right there by Philadelphia. High octane power play by New England. They shut him down.
Matt Rambo with the bid through traffic. Doug Jamieson ate that up. 21-21, the shot's dead even in this game right now. Both these goaltenders have been good, but Jamieson, I think, has stopped a lot of high danger chances that the Wings have had. Wings have not had a ton of those against them. Here's a bid stopped by Higgins. They'll control the rebound with the Black Wolves. It's Crawford. Fresh shot clock and 35 seconds left on the power play. Resetarits, shot, save made by Higgins, and that one was moving. Higgins able to get the glove on that. Now here's Wagner quickly the other way. Reinforcements out for New England, so Wagner will just hold up. 17 seconds left on the power play for New England. Wings can kill it off with this possession. Shot clock is 2 seconds higher. Losing the handle on it, though, was Josh Courier as he was checked to the floor by O'Connor. One final opportunity here, but the clock does wind down on the power play, so out of the box quickly is Liam Patton. We're back to full strength with 3:35 left to go in the first half. 6-4 New England with the lead. Here's Crawford, big shot, blocked again. Great job by Steph Charbonneau, who continues to work on Crawford. Now he gets one away, and a save made by Higgins. That caught the mask. Wiggins with the loose ball, and coming the other way, it's Anthony Jokum.
Such great defense for Charbonneau. It's really, his stick is cutting down the shooting lanes of Crawford. He just intercepted that pass. Great defense by Philadelphia and Charbonneau specifically.
Tried to feed Matisse off the pick and roll, but it is off the corner of his stick. And now here's Brett Manny headed up the floor for New England. Manny holding, feeds one, shot wide of the net. Long rebound, bounces to the near side. They'll battle for it there. It's a great save by Higgins last time out. Now the Wings quickly the other way. Here is Wagner. Works it out to Burns. Burns is going to see what's going on. Now he'll feed it to Crowley off the bench. 2.5 left in this second quarter. Wings trying to pull within a goal, but a shot was blocked and kicked to the far corner before it bounced back into the possession of the Black Wolves. They'll hold it. Resetarits will feed Crawford. Callum Crawford, the league's leading scorer entering this weekend. Off to Durston. Now Crawford's going to get this back. They work it to Resetarits. Comes around the corner. Shot! Score! They give him the goal as the net started to move backwards, but great angle for the referee on the near side. Picked it up, crossing the line. And it's now a 7-4 lead for New England.
What a great move by Resetarits, setting up right to left, then coming back to his right. Little face dodge, gets to his left hand, comes back, dives, and just beats him to that 5-hole.
We've got a challenge here as Paul Day's not sure about this one, and I'm not sure either after seeing this rebound. The ball is spinning back over the line. The net moved, as you could see there, off the contact from Higgins, so kind of difficult to see exactly where it was. But we are going to get a look at this from our crew chief, Ian Garrison, who gets on the headset, and he will take a look at the situation.
So the ball must be in the goal or break the plane of the goal prior to his body touching the crease. That's going to be the determination that the referees are looking at. This kind of develops slowly. Higgins makes the save. Looks like Resetarits might be in the crease prior to the ball hitting the net. But a tough one because the net looks like it moves a little bit.
Look at his left foot here. There's the ball going right over the stick of Higgins. And now Resetarits, his right foot is on the floor at that point. I'm not sure the ball is over the line by the time that right foot hits the turf. Right there is the crease violation. That ball's not even, well, it's hard to tell. It is very close. There's the ball. It's not over the line. It hits the line. There's the shoe hitting the turf. I think, Scott, that's not fully over. I'm not sure if it ever actually fully got over the line. It bounces straight up here, and then it hits the post and spins back out.
Yep.
You have to imagine the front of that net is an imaginary plane from the floor to the crossbar. It's got to break that plane. It hits here,
it spins and goes almost straight up. But regardless, here's the shoe on the floor at this point.
Well in the crease.
You see the line.
At that point in time.
And this is a little bit of an optical illusion because this camera does not go straight down from the crossbar to the line. Right there, you'd think it was over the line, but the field level look gives you a different story. It's a very close call. And Ian Garrison is taking all his time looking at it. This is a better angle of the plane of the goal, I think. Ball hits the white line, and then it goes straight up. These lacrosse balls do weird things.
Yes, they do. Let's hear. Here's your call.
After review, the shooter's foot contacts the crease before the ball completely crosses the goal line. The ruling's overturned.
So a successful challenge for Paul Day. Wings are going to have renewed vigor when we come back in just a moment, down 6-4. Tonight, the NLL Game of the Week is in New York as John Ranigan and the Riptide welcome Lyle Thompson and the Swarm to Nassau Coliseum. Catch all the action on BR Live, Twitter, and Facebook starting at 7:30 p.m. this evening. Coming up here at the Wells Fargo Center on NLL at the Half, huddle up with Devin Caney and Miles Jones. Highlights and analysis of a very interesting first half and a look around the league. All coming up at the half.
Tough weekend for a lot of teams in the National Lacrosse League. So the Wings played New England today. Then they go to Georgia tomorrow. Georgia's in New York, you just heard, and then they go home. So tough back-to-back games for both teams.
Believe it or not, the Wings are actually going to have the advantage there because they're going to get into Georgia before the Swarm do tonight. A little scheduling quirk. Here's Malcolm with an opportunity. Shot and a save made by Higgins. Wagner is slow to get up. Now he's to his feet. And the Wings will get set up here with 1:24 left in the quarter. Far side, here's Hickey with a shot. That whistled wide and bounces over the glass and out of play. However, they pick up a deflection on that, so it's going to be Wings ball. Happy fan with a souvenir. On this right side, it's Blaze Reardon with it. Reardon works it over to Crowley, back to Reardon. Reardon tried to get around the corner, couldn't. Back up top, shot by Crowley is wide of the net. And it goes out of play with 1 minute to go here in this second quarter. So New England with a little bit of opportunity to kill some time headed into the half as Crawford whistles one wide of the net. I believe Higgins did actually get a piece of that, so a fresh 30 goes up for the Black Wolves. They're not touching it yet because they want to let the clock wind down a little bit, and they can do so until a wing gets there to cause problems, which Liam Burns is going to do. And with that pickup, the Black Wolves call a timeout. So they're going to devise a play here with pretty much the rest of the quarter at their disposal. Just a 2.4 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Paul Day is not too happy with the way that transpired. But New England is going to have an opportunity here out of this timeout. Flyers fans get stories, stats, videos, and more, all surrounding the hottest team in hockey. And it's official now. Your Philadelphia Flyers. Stay connected to the Orange and Black 24/7 with NBC Sports Philadelphia's My Teams app. Flyers are going for their 9th win in a row tonight here at the Wells Fargo Center. They've got the Buffalo Sabres. We would love to make it a twofer here today as the Wings with the opportunity first. Last time this happened, the Wings played second. But the Wings have, of course, some travel after this one. They're going to go to Georgia against the Swarm. They're going to play a pretty home-heavy back half here, Scott, as they've got 3 of their last 4 here at the Wells Fargo Center after this weekend, including that big 3-game homestand.
Yes, they do. Now, New York is an expansion team. Again, tomorrow's going to be a tough one away. New York's an expansion team. San Diego is always tough, coming in from the West Coast, that Western Division. Then the rival Toronto, and then finishing up the season, regular season, at Halifax.
So Riley O'Connor is going to start with possession here for New England as they'll try to make one final
play out of this. O'Connor's just going to take his time, casually strolling up the floor. You see the difference in the shot clock and the game clock. It's 2.4 seconds to be exact. So New England playing for a final possession here, up 2 goals, trying to make it 3.
Goalie's pulled, 6 on 5.
They'll move it around. Here's the shot, and it's wide of the net. And the shot clock goes off a second and a half before the game clock does. We got some discussion to take place at the scorer's booth. And now we'll get this final couple of seconds going. Pass ahead was off the stick of Liam Patton, and that will do it for our first half. The Philadelphia Wings had an early major to kill. Black Wolves got a couple of goals on that one. Since then, it's been even, but New England's got the 2-goal lead still, headed into the locker room for halftime. Pretty good first half overall for the Philadelphia Wings. Pretty disjointed half with all the power play time. Our Devin Caney is downstairs with our Matt Rambo.
Thanks, Brian. Matt, you've got hot hands against this New England team. You notched a sock trick last game, and you notched 1 goal in the first half. What needs to happen for you to get a few more?
We just got to keep moving the ball fast, play a little bit faster on the offensive end. Our defense is doing a great job. We just got to start going back, playing some wings lacrosse, and hopefully it turns out great.
Thanks, Matt. Brian?
Thank you very much, Devin. The special teams have been the story, and Doug Jamieson has been the story for the New England Black Wolves. Matt Rambo with 1. Wings looking for an opportunity in the second half. We've got lots ahead here at halftime at the Wells Fargo Center. Halftime here at the Wells Fargo Center. Philadelphia Wings and the New England Black Wolves on a beautiful Saturday here in Philadelphia. As one of the sport's biggest stars, the name Miles Jones is synonymous with professional lacrosse, but until recently, Jones was unfamiliar to the indoor game. Devin Caney sat down with Jones to learn more about his decision to join the National Lacrosse League and what it means to play for his hometown of Long Island.
My dad played basketball growing up. My uncle played basketball in college and the NBA, so that was my dream. 6th grade came around and we were playing football, and one of the dads had asked me, "Hey, what do you do in the spring?" I was like, "I play basketball, and that's what I love to do. And that's what I'm gonna do." And, "Hey, you should play lacrosse." And I was like, "Oh, I've never heard of lacrosse," which is kind of ironic because I grew up in Huntington.
And that started here on Long Island. You're
Yep.
from here.
Yep.
And now you're playing for the Riptide. And how's it been so far?
My first time actually suiting up, my home debut was, it was eye-opening for sure. I think my first 3 shifts, I thought, my neck hurt a little bit about the ball was flying all over the place. But, in that second and third quarter, I got more comfortable. I started, hearing the communication, seeing the game slow down a little bit.
Did you have a lot of people watching in the crowd?
So I had probably 25, people, mom, sister, friends from high school, coaches from high school, my guidance counselor.
Your guidance counselor?
My guidance counselor and my sister's guidance counselor were both there.
And what'd they think?
Well, the funny thing is when I got off the floor, got my suit back on, went up to see my mom. She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You guys are so aggressive." Like she hasn't seen indoor lacrosse we played,
Right.
so just seeing me come home and play in front of the home crowd was probably really special for her too.
I want to kind of switch gears and talk about your presence just in the pro lacrosse world in general, actually. When you think of pro lacrosse, a lot of people think of Miles Jones.
It's actually kind of funny because being a young kid, you're very one focus. And when I got to Duke, my focus was, hey, I'm a freshman, I want to play. And by my sophomore year, I kind of had this, responsibility to kind of carry this torch that was handed to me without anyone saying so. It was, hey, look, I look up to you, all these kids, young kids of, all races look up to me. And especially when I see your kids, minority kids look up to me, hey, listen, I started playing lacrosse because of you. They tell you things about yourself that you kind of forget. Hey, I saw you have these pair of sneakers, they're so cool. And you kind of think to yourself, wow, like you pay attention that much. So then I kind of, adopted this responsibility to inspire young kids. And sometimes I do it in different ways, whether that's showing kids who I am outside of lacrosse. Sometimes I show kids how I prepare for seasons. Sometimes I show kids just that I'm a regular human. Like I like to play video games just as much as kids do. But instead of just showing kids I play video games, I like say, hey, listen, I do this, for 2.5 hours is how I prepare my body to be a successful athlete before I do this. So I'm human just like you. You know, I'm a big kid just like you, but I have a responsibility to perform at top of my ability, so I get this done.
So it's a responsibility that you've embraced.
Absolutely, it's something that just kind of I've kind of just embodied and embraced over the time.
What's next for you? What can we expect from Miles Jones in the NLL?
Going forward, I think that if I can solidify myself in this league as someone who's on the rise and a potential superstar in this league, even get more kids of color to play indoor lacrosse, I think that my job is done.
That's our Devin Caney catching up with Miles Jones of the New York Riptide. It's halftime between the Philadelphia Wings and the New England Black Wolves. We'll have first half highlights and analysis when we come back here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. New England Black Wolves lead the Philadelphia Wings 6-4 at halftime here at the Wells Fargo Center. First of two huge games for the Wings this weekend, and looking for a second half comeback today here at the Wells Fargo Center. I'm Brian Smith along with Scott Gabrielson. And Scott, it's been a very, very interesting first half with a lot of penalties, and one of the league's youngest players, Andrew Kew, has been really dangerous for New England.
Yes, he has. He's been very strong for New England. 11 minutes of penalties for the Wings so far, but Kew, 42, big Andrew Kew just lighting it up. He's got 2 goals for New England, big outside shots, very fast pace. He's the one that's been beating Higgins so far.
Doug Jameson's been up to his old tricks. He has been fantastic for New England so far.
He has, and we said it already. He's the #1 goaltender in the league, and you're watching him at work tonight. He's so big and really fills the net up, and the Wings are having a hard time moving him with fakes and beating him.
Matt Rambo had 6 goals the last time these two teams played. He's got 1 here tonight and is trying to continue things here in the second half.
Yep, Rambo's got a nice shot from outside. He sets up from that left-hand spot and just buries it. So he had 6 a few games ago, but only 1 tonight.
First half stats are brought to you by BetMGM, and it has been a pretty even game overall. Black Wolves with a little bit of an edge in the shots, but the goaltenders have been up to the task. But it's that power play number that's big for New England.
As I said, 11 minutes of penalties. That's really hurt the Wings. Look at the loose balls, 42-24. The Wings have been out hustling New England, but it's the penalties that have hurt them, and that's the difference in a 6-4 game right now, where the Wings are down 2 because of those defensive lapses and putting New England on the power play.
Well, it is a big weekend around the league, not only for the Philadelphia Wings, who are headed to Georgia after this game to take on the Swarm tomorrow, but there's some big ones tonight, and those Swarm are in New York against the Riptide.
A lot of back-to-back, so there you got Georgia and New York, and then a couple of the Western Division battles that are going on, Vancouver and Saskatchewan, and then Rochester heading out to San Diego for a late-night game tonight.
And then tomorrow, you can catch the Wings-Georgia matchup on BR Live at 4 o'clock. Buffalo and Halifax in a tilt between the top 2 teams in the North Division. And just a great weekend of lacrosse overall around the National Lacrosse League this weekend.
All these games have a major effect on standings right now, so we'll see how it goes.
6-4 New England with the lead. We go down to field level with Anthony Jochum when we come back here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. The NLL on BR Live and NBC Sports Philadelphia is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. Well, the last time the Wings were at home here in the Wells Fargo Center, lost to the Saskatchewan Rush. They're trying to avoid 2 in a row. They're down 6-4 to the New England Black Wolves at halftime. In that last meeting with Saskatchewan, we had a microphone on Anthony Jochum, and we were able to get a sense of what it's like for him at field level.
Here we go, let's go, come on, let's go! Let's go, Pacer! Stay with him, Fitter, I got less. Oh. Yeah! Let's get one here. Let's get one. Yeah! Yeah, Blazers! Mooser! Ball, Mooser! Hey, Birdsey coming in! How's that not? He's hit him on the ground! Hey, we're still getting spread out pretty much, right? The middle's still always open. Let's try and get really tight, right? Let's not get spread. That's where they're getting all their good looks. Get up! Get up! Get up! Hold up! Hey, switch! Coming up! Yeah! Right out the dome, baby!
Anthony Jokum mic'd up in the Wings' last home game against Saskatchewan. You get a real good look at the communication required to defend in this league. He's local out of St. Joe's and missed the end of last season due to an injury, and very important on the penalty kill, as you saw there, Scott, and just a great part of this Wings defense that's been so successful this year.
Yes, no doubt about it. He's been great in ground balls, one-on-one defense. There's another loose ball for him right there. Double threes with a GB.
So the Wings start off the second half with possession. They're down 6-4 to these New England Black Wolves. New England in first place in the East Division. Wings one game back, having played more games than this team has. But a win here would be huge as far as trying to secure playoff positioning. Here's a shot stopped by Jamison, and he almost looks like he does that on purpose, Scott. Directing it into that leg pad, and that prevents any kind of rebound. You see the room they've got there behind those just above the knee.
Yeah, that is a large man right there. The goals are 4 feet by 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall by 4 feet wide, and Jamison fills it almost completely.
A great look there for Jordan Durston, but a better save from Higgins. And the Wings able to get to the loose ball and bring it up the floor. Blaze Reardon trying to find some space to get things started. Now off to Matisse and to Brett Hickey coming up top. Hickey skips it off to the right side. They tried to dish it off for Reardon going to the net, but that was off the mark, and it'll be New England with possession early here in this third quarter. This was the point in the game last week in Colorado where things got out of hand for Philadelphia as the Mammoth went on a huge third quarter run. 5 goals in a row, 6 goals that just put the game out of reach. Wings had to try to claw back, almost did. Here's a bid from down low and a save made by Higgins. But the Wings do not want to put themselves in that situation here this afternoon.
No, they do not. It's one thing that we talked to Coach Paul Day about, is it improving their third quarter performance. So let's see if they can get back on track here, close the door a little bit on New England in this third quarter.
The Wings structured their practice last night specifically for this, as Crowley gets a shot away, went wide of the net. Finarelli's going to run this down with 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Here's Rambo, gets a shot away, another save made by Jamison. Nice quick shot from Rambo, but Jamison gobbled that up.
One of the things we've talked about too is the other guys from Philadelphia. Well, the other guys are putting the ball in the net. We need some of the regular scorers to put the ball in the net too. Crowley's has not been on the board yet with a goal. Hickey as well. So need some goals out of their main guys. Tie it up.
Crowley is the only guy on this roster that's got a point in every game this year. He has been a constant to this Wings offense throughout the season. He's on pace to set a new career high in points, which is 90 set a few years back with these Black Wolves. Here's Rambo down the right side. Rambo cuts to the middle. Shot, score! Matt Rambo with the first goal of the second half. And that pulls the Wings within 1. It's 6-5.
Great shot, Matt Rambo. We spoke about it in the open. He's so tough to cover. He's so unpredictable. He shoots on the run. He's always moving. Comes in front of the net where he can see it better than the side. Takes his shot. Strong lefty. Beats him under that right elbow. Great goal by Matt Rambo. Another look at it. Coming through, always moving his feet, keeping his stick active high. Takes that shot, just beats him low. Second on the night, big goal by Matt Rambo.
And the Wings with another opportunity right at the face-off as Trevor Baptiste broke in, but Jamison able to snuff that out. And New England's going to take over. Baptiste did not score at all last year. He had 6 goals in the first 6 games of this season for Philadelphia. Andrew Q working on the right side. Now off left wing, a shot whistled wide of the net. Long rebound. We got to by Philadelphia as Burns scoops it up. They'll get set up. Here's Brett Hickey. Shot deflected. Save made, though, by Jamison as that changed direction on the way in. So some renewed vigor here for the Wings to start the third quarter. Here's Crawford. Shot, save made by Higgins. And there's some pushing and shoving. Eric Schul falls on top of Talon Crawford. They get to their feet and will head off.
Refs swallowed their whistle on that one. That looked like that would have been a penalty in the first half. They're letting it go now.
24 saves plus an assist for Zach Higgins so far in this contest. Rambo and Reardon working on the right side. Rambo, Reardon picks it up, gets the shot away. Save made by Jamison. Here comes New England quickly the other way. They've got numbers, 3-on-1. Wings trying to get out there. Skip pass, though, was deflected nicely by Burns. It rolls in on Higgins, and he'll pick it up. Wings doing a very good job of dealing with that particular transition.
Such skilled defenders. Always get your stick high in the passing lane, and that's what the defense just did, knocking down what should have been an easy pass across field.
Kyle Matisse got pushed back out toward the restraining line, tried to find Hickey, or rather, yeah, it was Hickey that was down there and just out of his reach. Here comes New England the other way. It's Q with the 2 goals on the night. Looking for a hat trick. Got the shot away, and it's stopped by Higgins. Rebound to the far boards, and it's picked up there by Joe Resetarits. Q is going to settle things down and now leave it out for Crawford. Now working around. Crawford sets the pick. Now off to Q. Q goes back to Crawford. Crawford, shots, wide of the net. Rebound comes out to Durston. He'll hold it. Durston looking to shoot. 4 seconds left on the clock. And it's dumped in on net. Jokum got a stick on that, and it's covered up. We've got a timeout on the floor. Wings down by 1 now, 6-5. Wings trail by 1, 6-5 to the New England Black Wolves here in the third quarter. Gear up for Philadelphia Wings lacrosse. Don't miss any of the hard-hitting action and family fun when the Wings take the turf at the Wells Fargo Center. A 3-game homestand coming up here in the month of March. Single-game tickets are on sale now for all Wings lacrosse home games. Score your tickets today at wingslax.com. Doug Jamison has been a wall for the Black Wolves. Higgins has been good as well. They're checking everybody to see if they're legal.
I'm sure everybody at home is saying, how could they wear so many pads? Well, there is a measurement that's legal, and Jamison was just checked. Make sure everything is by the book, and as big as he is in that goal, that's legal, folks.
A grin on the face of our crew chief, Ian Garrison, as he talks with Jamison. They did also check Zach Higgins, just for full disclosure, but 24 saves for Jamison in this contest so far. And we have a bit of a goaltending duel, if you will, shaping up here, 6-5. As a shot whistled wide of the net. Dunk attempt, where is it? It's kept out. Diving shot attempt by Blaze Reardon there, almost caught Jamison off guard.
Incredible save. Just got to that right stick side. Diving across, look at it. Jamison coming over with both hands. What a save by Jamison. Great athletic move by Reardon. Looks like it's almost going to be an open netter. And Jamison just punches it away with his right hand.
Here come the Wings in transition quickly. It's Liam Patton on the left side. Patton will slow things up. And now he'll leave it off for Josh Courier. Patton will head off on the change. Courier will set it up for Kevin Crowley. Crowley with a shot, wide. Long rebound, going to be picked up by New England. And they're moving quickly the other way. Wings off the bench to snuff it out. 3-on-3 now as it's finally run down by Andrew Q. And he's going to back away. Q again, one of the top rookies in the NLL this year. As the Black Wolves work it around, Q's going to get it back on the right side. Skip pass, shot, save made Higgins. Rebound is loose. And the Wings are going to pull it away. Job by Higgins to get over to the far post.
Yeah, you mentioned Q. been number 42, been playing really well, putting a lot of points on the board for New England. Big, tall, strong shooter from outside. Points leader, goal scoring leader for New England right now.
Wings working it around. Rambo looking for a lane. He'll put it back up high. A shot wide of the net, and the shot clock's going to expire. It'll be New England ball. Shot's still pretty even in this one. New England with a 31-30 shot advantage. Wings with a slight advantage here in the third quarter overall. New England gets set up deep in the zone. It's Crawford. They're working around to Q. Back to Crawford. Save Higgins. And the rebound will be finally kicked back to the goaltender. He'll push it ahead to Isaiah Davis-Allen. Davis-Allen moves it back off the bench for Matisse. And Matisse looking at things. Here's Vitarelli. Fed it into the zone for Courier, but it was knocked off his stick into the New England crease. They'll pick it up from there. Here's Bomberry over the restraining line. He'll feed it to Resetaritz off the bench, and now to Crawford. Callum Crawford to O'Connor coming off the bench. O'Connor spinning away in the corner. O'Connor feeds it back up high. Crawford fires, blocked. He'll get it back, just 4 to shoot. Another shot blocked. He'll bounce to the near wall, and the Wings are going to pick it up. Great defense against Callum Crawford by the Wings here in this contest.
Just sacrificing their bodies, absorbing shots from outside. Great defense by Philadelphia.
He's got 3 assists, but no goals today for the league's leading scorer. Wings have been effective against him all year, although he did get that overtime winner in the loss in New England in the first meeting between these teams. Fed back down behind the net. It's Matisse, tried to dunk it around the post, but that was kept out by Jamison.
Great effort. Lob pass from behind, try to post it up to Matisse.
Here's Watkinson with a shot. That one's wide. Long rebound back out to center, picked up by O'Connor. Here's Q. Tried to feed O'Connor, but he got decked. Didn't catch it. And we're going to get a whistle and an illegal cross-check called on this one. A little bit too effective on the defense for Philadelphia. Wings aren't very happy with this call, but they're going to go back down a man.
Looks like it's going to be Baptiste. Keep your eye on number 9 here as O'Connor comes in. A little bit of a dive there. I don't like the call, actually. Like a normal cross-check, right to the rib pads. O'Connor just goes down.
Yeah, Baptiste looked like he was just standing there, really, and just stick up, and the guy ran into him. So Wings will deal with it here, though, as they're down a man, down a goal, 6-5. As we approach the 5-minute mark left in this third quarter. Worked around to Crawford, holds, shoots, blocked in front again, and goes into the crowd. Another souvenir off a New England shot. They'll get the ball back with O'Connor taking possession.
Defense just giving up the body, blocking it with their legs from outside. It's Q and Crawford to watch on this power play.
Here is Crawford with it, thinking about the shot. Back to Q. Now he'll shoot. Save made by Higgins. Gets it under that glove. No rebound permitted. Worked out to Liam Patton. Here is Patton. Backing off now. Wings are going to kill some time with 1:18 left on this power play. Kevin Crowley still looking to get on the board, as is Callum Crawford. The 2 big guns for these teams so far being shut down. Crowley looking at things with 5 to shoot. Gets the shot away through traffic. Jamison a little late to react to that, but he got the glove on it. Fresh 30 for the Wings so they can get this ball back, but they are not able to win that battle, and New England will push it ahead.
Give credit to the defenses of both teams. When you look at the standings and scoring for the National Lacrosse League, it is Cal Crawford and Kevin Crowley all over the place. Crawford the leading scorer, Crowley number 4. Crowley leads the league in assists with 41 over Crawford's 40.
Crawford to Q, back to Crawford, back to Q. Q will shoot, blocked in front again. Rolls out to center, and the shot clock expires. We've got a timeout on the floor. More when we come back here to the Wells Fargo Center. 6-5 our score. New England with a 1-goal lead over the Wings, who have the only goal in this third quarter. Hey, Philly Authentic fans, have you downloaded the My Teams app yet? Stream Phillies, Flyers, and Sixers games right from your phone. Download now and always stay connected to your teams. Well, the Philadelphia Wings defense has done a tremendous job of limiting shots getting to the net tonight.
Their sticks are so active, selfless defense, sacrificing body, getting the heads of their sticks in the passing lane to deflect and knock down shots. Whatever it takes, body, stick, this defense is doing it. These guys are just, it's outstanding. Patton, Burns, Charbonneau, great defense. Chopper loves it. The Wings fans love it as well.
Great crowd here at the Wells Fargo Center for Kids Day. You see the dasher boards along the far side in front of the New England bench. Those are designed by coloring contest winners. And it's just been a fantastic day for the Wings' youngest fans here at the Wells Fargo Center. Unfortunately, a bad start off this restart as the Wings turn it over, and New England's got a chance the other way. Malcolm's going to roll off the pressure, though, and New England will get things set up.
Connect Through Cancer's been here today as well. Another nonprofit getting some recognition. Great to see the kids here enjoying themselves while their parents are battling cancer.
Baptiste released from the penalty box. The power play is over for New England. Wings able to get to a loose ball, and Isaiah Davis-Allen is headed up the field. Davis-Allen will hold, drop it off, and the Wings will get things set up as Josh Courier comes to the far near side. Courier with a shot. That one is blocked by Jamison, and the rebound is controlled by New England. Worked up the floor. Patton trying to free the ball off the stick of the transition for New England, but Watkinson able to hold it in.
Pressure defense right now by Philadelphia. Wagner, Patton, Burns all over the floor.
There's only 8 seconds on the shot clock before the Black Wolves even got set up in the wing zone. They got that shot away, and it did catch Higgins, so a fresh 30 is on the board for whoever picks this ball up. Now we'll finally get a whistle, and they are going to go in there and free up the dog pile, and we'll
Ryan Wagner in there without a helmet on. Talk about just giving it up, selfless. Here's Wagner again. Look at, okay, it's Patton. I'm sorry, Patton loses his helmet. He's coming off the floor, but then watch 94. Burns is in there as well. I'm sorry, Wagner's in there as well. He comes out of the muck, out of the scrum without a helmet.
So a couple of Wings lose the helmet on that rush, and you saw Patton. You got to run off the field when you lose your helmet. You can't stay on.
Yep.
So that's part of why he wasn't happy about that. But they do get a penalty out of this. A face mask penalty on Riley O'Connor has put the Wings back on the power play. So a huge opportunity to tie the game as Crowley works it from the top. Crowley went behind his back. It was just out of the reach of Hickey, but he gets the rebound off the boards with 12 to shoot. They put it in and score! Hickey flipped it down front to Corey Vitarelli, who I don't think anybody even saw him there, and he tucks it home, a power play goal, and we are all tied up.
Look at Hickey, no look pass to Vitarelli in front. Hickey looking from the side of his helmet, coming out, no look, looked like he was going up top. Look at that little look, perfect angle. Little flip, Vitarelli, one time, catch, release, goal, Philadelphia. What a great play, two-man play right there.
Just standing there in front of Brent Manning. I'm not doing anything, I'm just standing here.
You're just
looking
at
catch shoot.
Yeah, looking at the
goal.
eyes of Hickey, just kind of peering inside of that crease. Little flip pass, great catch, great finish. Tie ball game.
So the Wings break through on the power play again. And we start over. Our Devin Caney is downstairs.
Thanks, Brian. I was talking to Wings head coach Paul Day earlier, and he said that their past couple games, the third quarter really hasn't been great, especially in their last game where they lost to Colorado Mammoth. They really let the game get away from them in the third quarter after coming out to a strong start. So you can tell that things are changing up just a bit in this game as we're in the third quarter and it's all tied up.
Thank you, Devin. And yeah, they structured their practice specifically for that, Scott. They did a practice last night for a while. Then they took a break, watched some film. Then they came back out and practiced again. And they tried to simulate, a third quarter. After halftime, it looks to be paying off.
No doubt about it. Swarming defense, good offense. Big third quarter right now for Philadelphia.
Here's Kevin Crowley and Brett Hickey playing catch on the near side. Hickey's going to take it up high. Hickey's going to shoot. Save made by Jamison. Doug Jamison able to get low and keep that out. And New England working quickly with it the other way. Jackson Nishimura brought it up the floor, and he'll leave it off for O'Connor as the offense comes out for New England. Callum Crawford will work it around to O'Connor. Here's a shot. Save made by Higgins. And it comes to Steph Charbonneau, who will work it ahead quickly for Anthony Jokum. He's going to slow things up at midfield. Wings are going to get set up. Final 27 seconds of the third quarter. Last shot opportunity here for Philadelphia. All tied up at 6. Here's Hickey. Off for Matisse. Off the stick of its intended recipient, and here comes New England the other way. 13 seconds left. LaFontaine gets it down low. They'll roll off. 6 seconds to shoot. Still maneuvering on the near side. Try to get it to Crawford. He'll shoot wide, and that's going to do it. So we head to the third quarter break, all tied up here at the Wells Fargo Center. Shots 35-34. Score is 6-6. We've got quite a fourth quarter coming up here from the Wells Fargo Center on NBC Sports Philadelphia. New England Black Wolves was able to win that first quarter thanks to the 5-minute major where they scored 2 goals, but the Wings get them back in the third. They keep New England off the board, all tied up at 6 apiece, headed into a very important 15 minutes here at the Wells Fargo Center. Your Geico play of the game, Corey Vitarelli knotted the score.
Take a look at it. Here it is, a little flip from Hickey to Vitarelli in front. One-time shot, goal, ties it up 6-6. Corey Vitarelli with your Geico play of the game.
4-point game to this point for the rookie Andrew Q. And Jordan Durston's got a couple of goals for New England as they've gotten some scoring while the Wings have occupied Callum Crawford. Wings also getting some secondary scoring as Kevin Crowley's been kept off the board here on Kids Day. Huge 15 minutes, not only for this game, Scott, but for the Wings season, as this is a battle for positioning in the East Division.
Yes, it is. 2 Titans battling it out for the East Division. Tied going into the fourth quarter. This is the National Lacrosse League, folks. Here we go.
New England able to get that face-off to start things off here in quarter number 4. Here's Crawford on the left wing. Crawford shoots, save, Higgins rebound, loose. Ressa Terrence was sent to the turf, but the Black Wolves are able to get it back. They'll work it around with a fresh shot clock. And Durston comes off the bench. Crawford now has it on the left side for Ressa Terrence. They move it up top, shot wide of the net. Up. Higgins did get a piece of that one. Fresh 30, but the Wings trying to get to the loose ball. Baptiste able to get away from Crawford. Crawford goes down to the turf on a bid to get that ball out of the stick of Baptiste. Kyle Matisse has it now at center.
Baptiste lost his stick. That's his stick on the floor. They're going to play around it.
Reardon on the right side now for Matt Rambo. Rambo looking for a lane. Feeds it off. Shot saved. Shot made by Jamison. Rebound put back in. Jamison able to stop that one as well. Couple of opportunities for the Wings, but Doug Jamison continues his stellar play as we get a look.
What a save. Great ball handling. Rebound. Reardon in front. Just misses that far pipe. Great save.
Hugh went to the net and stepped in the crease. So the whistle blows and the Wings get the ball going the other way quickly in transition. It's Wagner. Feeds it off the bench. It's a little bit askew on that pass, but it's picked up by the captain, Kyle Matisse. He's double teamed though and loses it. They're going to battle for it. Shot clock reset on a possession change, and now it pops out to New England. And we get a whistle as the Black Wolves moved up the floor. And some violation has occurred that gives the ball back to the Wings. In transition, a shot is blocked in front. It came in on Jamison. He's able to make the save.
Black Wolves failed to clear the ball, got turned over. What a great save at the other end.
They were arguing the situation at their end of the floor, and it almost burned them. But Jamison bailed him out. Now New England working. It's Crawford. Spins, shoots, well wide. Rebound comes out to O'Connor. His shot is blocked off the stick. Third bid time got it through, and Higgins made the save. Wings coming back the other way. Here's Jokum, shoots, save made by Jamison, and Jokum knocked down after the play. He'll get to his feet, no further whistles. Quick end-to-end action here to start this fourth quarter. Teams know what's on the line. New England in first place in the East Division. The Wings one game behind them. Here's Resetarits. Goes to the net. Save made by Higgins as Resetarits went low. New England regains possession, though. They'll get a fresh shot clock. Crawford to Resetarits. Works it up high. This is Q. Shot. Save made by Higgins again. Quickly the other way goes Philadelphia off the loose ball. This is Charbonneau. Has a man off the bench. Shot. Save made. Jamison again. What an opportunity there for the Wings. But these goaltenders have other things on their mind.
Yes, they do. What a great two-man game there. Courier almost with the dunk, but goaltending is the name of the game tonight.
A shot wide of the net. New England gets that back. They've got 9 to shoot. Left side, Resetarits, a shot and a save made again by Higgins.
High percentage shots all around. Just acrobatic saves. Elbows, hands, heads, you name it, they're making saves.
Here's Resetarits looking. Shot made by O'Connor. That's stopped by Higgins.
Kick save and a beaut.
Zach Higgins been tremendous here, especially in this fourth quarter. Both of these goaltenders. One of the reasons that this is a 6-6 game right now. Probably would still be even if it weren't for the goaltending, but a lot more goals. Rambo tried to dish it off to Reardon, but he couldn't complete the pass. It comes to Jamison, who moves it up to Brett Manning, University of Delaware product. Did our job for a while there, Scott.
Yes,
at the campus radio station WVUD, where he called football and everything else but lacrosse. Here's Crawford going to the net, and he tucks it home. What a goal by Callum Crawford with not a lot of room to work. He put it straight down and through the legs of Higgins.
Incredible move by Cal Crawford. Look at this. It's a swim move coming over top. Again, 6'3", 215. Watch this play. Give a little stutter, then a swim. Gets past Schul, high stick, and then buries it. A twister before he hits the crease for a goal. Wow. Acrobatic goal. Callum Crawford, look at this. Outside of the crease, twister between the legs. What a goal by Crawford. Put them up by 1.
What a look at it from our crew here at NBC Sports Philadelphia, as you can see exactly what happened there, because in real time you can't tell what happened. When you're twisting the stick like that and you go backhand, and just an unbelievable goal by Crawford, 32nd of the year. Procedure violation against Philadelphia on the faceoff, so New England's right back on the attack, and a great save by Higgins off Resetarits, who came across the top of the crease and nearly snuck it on the near post.
Callum Crawford, that's your league leading points score. That's his 32nd goal. He's got 44 assists now. Quite impressive, over 70 points again this year.
Here's Reardon with a shot, and it rolls by and stays out. It got past Jamison, rolled and hit the post. Unlucky for the Philadelphia Wings as they nearly tie it up. We'll take a look at it as we get a timeout on the floor. Wings down by a goal, trying to find the equalizer, almost had it. Back with more in just a moment here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Here in the fourth quarter at the Wells Fargo Center. If you love the NLL, you'll love all the highlights on our social channels. Get the best goals, saves, and action during the games and during the week on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and NLL.com. Well, some of the league's top offensive threats are on the field here today. Callum Crawford, of course, one of them. Wings kept them off the board until this final quarter, and this gorgeous goal that he's able to tuck somehow through the legs of Zach Higgins. He is just tough to contain, Scott. Wings can't ask for much better than what they've done against him so far against the league's leading goal scorer.
There he is, 32. He got his 32nd just there. You just showed us that one. Rob Hellier, the Rock, and then Hickey bringing up that fourth position. He's been doing quite well there. Brett Hickey, fourth leading scorer in the league.
And every goal hurts, but this guy has had 12 goals in the last 3 games as Crawford misses one wide. The ricochet's out of play. So the Wings have got to be happy with how they've contained him and the way they've contained him. It's not just that they've been able to rely on their goaltender. They have snuffed shots off his stick left and right all afternoon. The Black Wolves able to snuff one out here, and they get a goal in transition. Coming the other way quickly for New England was Adam Bomberry. After they caused a turnover in the defensive end, Bomberry with a huge goal. It's 8-6.
Well, there's one of the other guys for New England that delivers a goal right there. Ground ball, coast to coast by Bomberry. Watch number 10. Are they going to make a sub? No. Right down Main Street. Shot, bar down, goal for the defenseman. That's his 3rd on the year. Just picks that upper right-hand corner. What a great goal by the defenseman Bomberry.
Adam Bomberry joined this lineup in week 5. He's got points in 5 of his last 6 games coming in, now 6 of his last 7. A quiet offensive threat on the back end for New England. We've got a penalty, though, coming up here on the Black Wolves. Wings are going to get another power play as Trevor Baptiste continues to try to keep it going and keep the delayed call alive. He will do so. What an effort from the Wings. Trevor Baptiste, and a delayed penalty call will let the Wings get a little bit of extra time here as Higgins is to the bench and the extra attacker is out. Here's a shot stopped by Jamison. Long rebound, rolls toward half field. It's picked up there. Wings get back to it. Still up 6-5 on the manpower here on the delayed penalty. They'll work it around. It's Hickey. Right side Rambo, back to Hickey, shot, stopped by Jamison, and we get the whistle. And an illegal cross-check penalty coming up against the Black Wolves as that defensive effort caught Trevor Baptiste in the head here.
There's probably a couple of them he could have called on this play. Baptiste just powering through checks. Great ground ball, great face-off ground balls all the way for number 9.
You know, we know hockey players are tough, but there's something to be said about lacrosse players too, because when you turn around and all of a sudden you're greeted with a stick to the chin and it barely phases you, that is pretty impressive for Trevor Baptiste.
I'll give the nod to the hockey players because they play without teeth, but lacrosse players I'm going to put as a very close second.
Skip past Matt Rambo off to Crowley, shot, save made by Jamison. They get the loose ball back to the Wings as Hickey got to it. Hickey's on that left wing, now off to Crowley up top. Crowley tried to feed it to Vitarelli, who gets it back off the bounce. Now Rambo, back to Crowley, he'll shoot wide, rebound caught off the wall nicely by Bomberry, and he'll throw it up the field. Wings are gonna push this along to the corner. And Ryan Wagner wins the foot race to the loose ball. They'll move it back up the floor with 1:13 left on the power play. Here's Matisse. They'll feed it off left side. Wings will get the offense set up as Crowley now has it. Crowley playing catch with Hickey. Now here's Reardon, back to Hickey. Shot deflected wide. Rebound to Crowley. Feeds to Vitarelli. Shot stopped by Jamison. And we've got a whistle. And an infraction on Philadelphia will give the ball to New England.
Really good ball movement there. Tough opportunity. Just lost at the end, going the other way.
42 seconds left on the power play, 17 to shoot for New England. Wings will get, or should get, one more opportunity as Crawford has it on the left side. Crawford winds and fires, save, Higgins, no rebound. He'll push it out to Jokum. And here's Charbonneau with 26 seconds left on the man advantage. Charbonneau motioning to the bench. He'll give it to Matt Rambo. Vitarelli. Back to Rambo. And now to the big cat Crowley. To Rambo. They'll play catch. Crowley. Rambo. Shot. Save Jamison. He cobbles up the rebound. That'll do it for the power play time as it ticks down to 3 seconds and 2. And out of the box come the Black Wolves, and they'll be back to even strength. Up by 2, 8-6 with 6:12 and counting left in this fourth quarter. Crawford found a lane to the net, goes there and scores with the same maneuver. Crawford goes high and tucks it down low. 2 goals in the fourth quarter for Callum Crawford. It's 9-6.
Boy, it looks like a carbon copy of his last goal. Look at it again, coming underneath, jumps up high, little twister shot, wraps it around Higgins for a huge goal. Well outside of the crease. Look at him as he just wraps it around Higgins. Incredible athletic ability, quick feet for Crawford. Again, just twisted into that 5-hole. What an acrobatic goal by your National Lacrosse League leader, Callum Crawford.
33 on the year now for Crawford. And New England controls the face-off. Malcolm weathering the storm to get possession of that ball. He'll wait for reinforcements, and Crawford's going to take it off the bench. So the Wings now are getting into some dire straits, down by 3 as we're under 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Resetarits works it right side for Q. That shot stopped by Higgins. Now Crawford dishes it off. They work it around. Wings are a little bit out of sorts, but they're able to recover. And they'll take the ball the other way. New England with some great ball movement there, but Philadelphia was able to catch up.
It's really been the opportunities lost by Philadelphia on the power play. They've had 8 opportunities on the extra man, and they've only cashed in 3 of them.
Here's a shot off the post. Wings trying to get back to that loose one as Hickey found iron. It's thrown the other way. We got an opportunity here. A shot just wide of the net, though. And New England will move this ahead, and they've got numbers the other way if they hurry. Moving in, a shot wide. They missed the net to the right. Higgins might have gotten a piece of it. I don't think he did, though. I think that one just went wide off the stick of Greg Downing. Now here's Rambo, swims through traffic, lost the handle on it, almost made it through a triple team, did Matt Rambo, but couldn't quite hang on to it. Here's LaFontaine. He'll slow things up. No reason for the Black Wolves to rush here. They've got a 3-goal cushion, and we're coming up on 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Crawford comes up top, off to Resetarits, took his eyes off it for a moment, lost the handle, and the Wings are going to get it back.
Little sloppy play there so the Wings can take advantage of it.
Here's Liam Burns. He'll leave on the change, and the Wings finish getting the offense out there. Crowley with a shot. Save made by Jamison. Rebound controlled by Philadelphia to get another opportunity. Courier works it over for Reardon. This is Matisse, rather. Matisse fires, kick save, Jamison. Long rebound out ahead. And the Wings quickly out on the floor on the defensive side to snuff out Malcolm's thoughts of perhaps a transition goal. Black Wolves, though, content to just eat some clock here as we're coming up on 3 minutes now to play in this fourth quarter, and New England has opened up a 3-goal lead here in the fourth quarter. Crawford will hold, looking to shoot, can't. Still holding. Time winds down on the shot clock, and we get a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Wings are going to have the ball when we come back. Callum Crawford, though, trying to put this game out of reach. 2 goals here in the fourth. Wings down by 3 here at the Wells Fargo. Black Wolves lead the Philadelphia Wings 9-6 late in the fourth quarter. Don't miss any of the hard-hitting action when the Wings face off against the New York Riptide here at the Wells Fargo Center on Sunday, March 15th at 7 p.m. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day early with $5 domestic drafts at Bet Rivers Casino Sports Lounge. Be there to cheer on the Wings and experience all the nonstop lacrosse action. Score your tickets now at wingslax.com. We were all tied up at 6 headed into the fourth quarter, but Callum Crawford scores twice, and they look pretty similar.
Oh my goodness, they do. Look at this twisting shot, both 5-hole. Higgins has to go high to think he's going to shoot high, and Crawford just twists it down low and bangs it home.
24 points for Callum Crawford in his last 3 games to get to that 76-point total, leading the league. Wings net is empty. The extra attacker is out as they've got some work to do here late in the fourth. Here's a shot stopped by Jamison. Hickey going after his own rebound. Can't reach it, but the Wings will pick it up as Matisse got there. Here's Rambo. Fires, blocked off his stick. Comes to Reardon. Plenty of time to shoot, but the Wings got to get some goals quick. A shot in on net is stopped by Jamison. He'll cover the rebound. Higgins sprinting off the bench, trying to get back to the net as the Black Wolves move it up the floor. Higgins now back at home as O'Connor's got it on the near side boards, just waiting for the offense to come out and taking their time. 15 to shoot. They don't have to do anything till then. Wings got 3 late goals last week with the extra attacker on to almost tie Colorado. Here's a shot that's deflected off the stick of Resetarits, and the Wings will get this back. Philadelphia looking for a similar effort. That's what they need, is 3 to tie. Here is Blaze Reardon. Gives it off to Kevin Crowley to start things off.
Little desperation here, but a lot of seal picks. Stuff from outside, delivers!
There's one of them, Brett Hickey. Fires one low. 1 down, 2 to go. It's 9-7.
With the extra attacker, you can create more wall opportunities. Watch this pick right here. Coming in, seals the man. Hickey comes in. Great bounce shot. As Jamison takes a step, he beats him 5-hole. Look at Crowley sealing off the defender. Hickey coming in on the run with the bounce shot. Beats Jamison 5-hole. Great goal by Brett Hickey. He's a 5th leading scorer in the National Lacrosse League. He adds to his total, and we're within 2.
27th of the year for Hickey. He leads the NLL with 4 game-winning goals. We do have a glance here, as this is customary in the last 2 minutes. They will check every goal. So if the Wings score all 3 goals that they need, they're going to check them all. It's just the way the rules work in the National Lacrosse League. Not necessarily anything wrong with this goal. It was not challenged. It's just being double-checked, which they'll do in the final 2 minutes.
You see Crowley seal Malcolm, and then it's Hickey with a little face dodge, shot on the run. Big goal. It's going to be official.
So Hickey,
after review, the call is confirmed.
Coming through as we get the explanation from Ian Garrison, our crew chief. All is well with the Hickey goal, 7th of the game for the Wings, and a huge face-off here. Trevor Baptiste goes to work, trying to dig this out. He does scoop it away, but he put it right into the chest of a Black Wolf. However, it falls free, and the Wings get it.
Jokum with a huge loose ball right there up the face-off. Good scrum. Wings back with the extra attacker. 6 Wings versus 5 Black Wolves.
Higgins to the bench. Philadelphia working it around. Tried to go behind the net, and Jamison picked it off with that huge goalie stick. And now Higgins on his horse trying to get back to the empty net. Oh, a great hit by Wagner on O'Connor, and now we're going to get some pleasantries. O'Connor looking to receive the pass. Wagner laid him out, and he is taken on by Colton Watkinson. Referees get in there to break it up. But O'Connor caught looking for the pass. Wagner trying to keep the ball away from the open net. Drills him. So we'll see what comes of this. We have 1:10 left to go on the game clock, and the Wings still have 2 goals to make up.
Guys leaving it on the floor right there. Empty net shot. Wagner knocks down O'Connor. Watkinson comes in to defend his teammate. Form tackle by Wagner.
Little suplex there. Second such one we've had in this game. We had a fight mere seconds into the contest today. Steph Charbonneau went in on a Black Wolves attacker.
Started with a fight, finishing with a fight. Go down swinging, that's what I always say.
And the Wings are trying to do just that. They've got 1 goal back. They still need 2 more. Question is there a penalty on the initial contact between Wagner and O'Connor? On that replay, it looked to me like shoulder to shoulder. I didn't see anything particularly nefarious about that hit, other than O'Connor was not expecting it in the least. They're still discussing the situation. Our 3 referees today: Ian Garrison, Kyle Krotman, Ryan Dutkus.
Penalties as follows. Philadelphia number 94, a 5-minute major in game misconduct for illegal body checking and a double minor roughing. New England number 17, double minor roughing, plus an additional 2 10-minute misconduct and game misconduct for initiating contact with a fan.
Did he say initiating contact with a fan? Was that Chopper?
Maybe there might have been
I don't know. I don't know what happened down there with that one, but I guess the hit was a little more nefarious than I thought. In real time, it certainly looked violent. We looked at it again though, and didn't see too much to it. But
it wasn't Bruins Rangers, but it was back in the day. The stands. Let's see what it says.
Got another announcement coming.
Because we have a 5-minute major and a 2-minute minor in the late stages of the game, a 3-minute power play is now granted to New England.
So our thanks to Ian Garrison for that explanation. That will go up on the board. Not that it would matter unless we got to overtime, but the Wings' job just got that much tougher here, as they're going to have to defend on a fresh 30-second shot clock, down a man. And then the best they can do to come the other way with it is a 5-on-5 situation. Callum Crawford is going to start things out up high here for New England. Wings are going to have to get possession of this ball as quickly as they can. Can't press too much, though, as New England's keeping a couple guys down low. Here's a shot stopped by Higgins. O'Connor sent to the turf again. Burns gets to this one, and the Wings call timeout. Oh, no, I take that back. We have a penalty coming up on Philadelphia. It's an illegal cross-check again, and Paul Day does not believe it.
They're going to get Liam Patton on a cross-check on O'Connor just as that ball was coming high.
Crawford's going to get started here again, and that fan interaction that happened a little bit ago was an interesting call. New England's going to work things around here as we get a look at what might have happened in the penalty box. Yeah, there's some water going in the direction of Chopper.
2 minutes for cross-checking.
So if that was it, gets some minutes for that to add to his season total as Crawford sneaks one in that was knocked aside by Higgins. But things are pretty much done here as the 4th quarter goes New England's way. They get 3 goals to the Philadelphia Wings 1, and they will get out of the Wells Fargo Center with a 9-7 victory. And New England with a very, very big win in the East Division standings here in Philadelphia today. Wings do have an opportunity to get it back tomorrow in Georgia, but it's a game that Philadelphia would have loved to have had here, Scott.
Absolutely. New England giving themselves another game, a little bit of cushion in the top of the Eastern Division. Big win away for New England to beat Philadelphia on their home turf. Pretty decisive game, 9-7. Well-battled game for both teams all around. Great display of goaltending by both Jamieson and Higgins.
It really was, and the Wings just certainly say they deserve a better fate, but they also, as Paul Day said early on in the game, not able to cash in on the power play opportunities that they had in the early goings. They do end up with 3 power play goals. But the New England Black Wolves, you got to give them credit. They did a great job of shutting down the Wings' top scorers. Wings did a great job on Callum Crawford until the very end there, but he gets 2 goals that more or less decide it in this fourth quarter. And the Philadelphia Wings will go into Georgia tomorrow looking to atone for this one. Tough loss for the Wings, but an opportunity to get back in the winning column tomorrow. Our producer of Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse is Josh Schrager. Director is Mike Mulligan. For Devin Caney, Scott Gabrielson, and our entire crew, I'm Brian Smith saying so long. Once again, your final score, New England 9, Philadelphia Wings 7.